Hello everyone. If you are anything like me and eager to hear a possible release date for the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, then you're in the right place. It's no question that we're going to be expecting to hear something of the Shadow of the Erdtree being released at the Game Awards, and anyone who enjoys a good Souls game has been paying attention to anything that From Software has been releasing and saying in the public. And last year at the Game Awards, Elden Ring received the Game of the Year award, which leaves a lot of high expectations for us. And they also got some achievements like the best design and best visual arts. None of this actually comes as a surprise, as Elden Ring was undoubtedly the top game in 2022 for most of us. This year we're all hoping to hear a release date for that Shadow of the Erdtree DLC just because it's been expected. They've been dropping this and that about it, but we're really hoping that we actually get a definitive date set. Now, if you didn't pay attention to the PlayStation Partner Awards, you might have actually missed this. Yasuhiro Kitao's update on the DLC was that it's progressing well. And this could mean a lot of things as they kind of strategically say things and they don't release any hints if they're not trying to. So there may not actually be a release date in mind. They may be trying to push towards it, but they also mentioned that it still has a little way to go. And the great news for those of us who are eager to hop back into the world of Elden Ring, it also shows us the level of commitment and dedication that From Software puts into their DLC and trying to keep up with the high standards that they set with the original game, and achieving Game of the Year and all the many awards that it did get. It's going to be pretty hard to hit, but if there's anything that From Software can do, it's exceed expectations and make the gameplay even better in the DLC than the base game, because they almost perfect what was all right about the base game and then expand upon that. As we all know, the base game was a masterpiece, so living up to this is going to be quite difficult. So the fact that they're going to be taking more time to revamp this and just make it better for us overall, so that way we're not going to be having a buggy release and not being able to play it and then overall just not enjoying the DLC. They're going to take their time and just make sure what they release is what they're going to be proud of and what's going to overall suit us the most and give us the best experience that is possible. Some more reasons why we might not actually hear a release date here at the Game Awards is that maybe they're even trying to save this for correct marketing, and at the Game Awards it's going to be quite a cluttered stage with everybody trying to grab the spotlight, and it's going to be hard for From Software to really raise the hype that the DLC is going to deserve, especially when it's competing with everybody else and trying to release new games, new DLC for their stuff. And it'll almost be better for them to do it in their own separate release than at the Game Awards, so that way when it does drop, it's going to be in the spotlight. It's going to be the first thing that you see, and you're not going to be wondering like, oh, this is a great DLC coming out, but then there's something else that may be grabbing your eye, so maybe you're going to have mixed feelings, and it's not going to have the same effect that it would if you were to run into it on its own. It's kind of like when you're fighting a boss in Elden Ring, you're kind of waiting for that perfect moment to strike, and timing is everything. So when they do decide to unveil this DLC, it's going to be at the time that makes the biggest impact for us as the overall audience. And moving on to the next point, we as fans have pretty high expectations and speculations as to what's going to be coming, and that almost leaves more of a reason for them to try and hone what they're creating, so that way when we get it, we're not going to be disappointed and it's actually going to blow us out of the water because we weren't expecting something as great as that. And that may be a lot to say, because maybe you're having your expectations in the clouds and you're speculating beyond your wildest dreams, and that's fine. I do hope for you in that you get everything that you're expecting out of this, and that it's going to be the best DLC that you've played yet. And just keeping that excitement alive is kind of the whole reason that I wanted to even make this video and try and talk to you about the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, because when it finally drops, it's going to be a monumental moment for all of us in the Souls community. And we're just really waiting for this to come out because it's going to be a whole lot more gameplay, and I know I'm going to be playing it for months, and I really enjoyed the base game, and I played it for a couple of playthroughs, and I'm just excited to get back into the Elden Ring universe. It's been a long time coming for us to get back into it, and maybe you've never fallen out of it, but I don't play it near as much as I'd like to because I've already done about all there is to do in the game. So having something new to do is definitely going to be a big point for me to get back into the game, and I'm sure for most of you as well. And yeah, until then, if you have any speculations or any theories, things that you're anticipating, please drop those in the comments. I'd be more than thrilled to read those and try and just engage with you and see exactly, are we on the same idea? Like, do we have the same roadmap for the game and the DLC? And if you haven't already, also drop a subscription to my channel so you can stay posted on future updates that I do on Elden Ring and some various other games out there. And a like on the video. Thank you very much for watching, and please drop any theories or speculations down below.